Hi everybody, I'm Rootsky.
And I'm Seamus.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Josh. Oh. Guess he doesn't want to talk to us when we have our gun out.
Fussy little bitch.
Yeah, I like. What is he upset that you might hurt him?
Yeah, what the hell, man?
But I need. But come on. I just want to ask you a question about. But. God damn it.
I really hate this false choice for several reasons. The most obvious thing is. Oh wait, this isn't the final choice, is it?
This isn't the final choice. What the fuck are you talking about, Shane?
I'm
way to
talking
jump the
about
gun.
I can't read. Well, I can't read it, Josh.
So okay, guys,
in the middle
for
of this
context,
conversation, you rage bot.
for context, we're doing this episode way at a different time than normal, so I think we're all on the wrong wavelength.
Anyway, I really dislike this conversation with Seraph. I don't believe him. I don't think he's being honest with you.
He didn't even change out of his shirt that he got tomato juice all over it.
And look at that weird clown suit he's wearing. How is he gonna assassinate people wearing a clown suit?
They're headed there now.
Alright,
He needs
so
at least a bomb.
this guy keeps wanting us to inject him with morphine in exchange for information.
You don't know. Your parents.
Right. Which, you know, you can see the pressing need for morphine in this guy. He's been gut shot.
Yeah, that's actually very understandable.
Some kind of freak.
Focus, Redford.
I put it all.
So this guy
Mothballed the case.
is the investigator that Seraph hired and made that whole
Your files are
super unsecure back door that
Michelle
had been
knows.
that the
Michelle
hackers
knows
have been
more.
exploiting
You
and
need
whatnot.
To stop. You need to stop them. Fuck you, robot.
He
This
really
is
loves
all
morphine,
Your fault.
which
So we...
might have something to do with the gaping
shot.
chest wound.
Morphine.
Well, you know what it's like, Josh. When you're hired to investigate somebody, you have to get inside their head and gradually you become them. So this guy became a perpetually shot drug addict.
The spot. I think I could get used to this stuff.
Anyway,
He's not doing it very well.
I'm feeling a little more targeted.
so, you know, it's a little hard to feel sorry for this guy because he was, like, hired to spy on us and stuff. Or not spy on us, but, like, poke into our personal details. And granted, that's stuff that we want to know, but...
From here or the storage unit. There's
You
a
could
weapons
seriously
cache.
ask him about a
And some money.
reward. Like, why would you even bring
Take
that up?
my
What's in
my
for
knocked
me?
over books.
Redford, I know you're in a lot of pain.
You have a really cool
But it's
alarm
important
clock.
you give me
Like,
as
it's
many
the kind where you
details
can
as
hold
you
down
can.
the button and
There's
it
a
starts going
storage
faster rather than
in
having
the
to press the
alley,
button for every
next to the
hour.
bank,
I
near
really
the
hate that.
Police department. That's where the suits are headed. I tried. Didn't give them anything. There's a safe.
So
what you want.
anyway,
Get into
after Seraph got all
It'll lead you
freaked
to
out
her.
and said, "No,
Michelle.
drop the
The safe.
the
They
investigation.
don't have the
You're
right
you're done.
combination.
Here's your money. Go away.
4,
Don't bring this up
0,
again."
6.
He did some more digging because you know
Remember,
that's what all smart people do when they're faced with a massive
Why did Sarah stop the
conspiracy full of
investigation?
really dangerous
He said he
people.
was spooked. What spooked him?
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you.
And
I know.
predictably,
Still don't believe it.
he got his ass kicked.
You believe in ghosts, Jensen?
Seraph was spooked.
But
by
Seraph was not
ghosts.
the only one
Close
who was
Enough. Illuminati.
interested in Jensen's past,
Conspiracies, theories. It's all
and that's
bullshit.
the people who caught up with
You
this
think of
guy
it, Jensen.
and
You
tried
have to have your
to
boss,
basically find
one
out
of
what
the
he
most
knows,
powerful
and
men
then
in the
I
world.
guess
Look
shot him
away.
when he didn't tell them.
You're a ghost. A fucking tragedy. Everything you touch, everything that touches
And this
you.
also
Everything
ties
you
in-
touch die. Everything that touches you dies. That's
I
pretty
know that
accurate,
has
Josh.
basically no parallels to it, but that really felt like a line out of KOTOR 2, talking about the exile, but it doesn't really lead to anything in this game.
It sounds like a line out of every relationship you've ever been
You
in, John.
mentioned someone named Michelle. Who's Michelle?
Your guardian
Most of the
angel.
time, the people
Who
don't
is
stick around
she?
long enough to say
Tell
that.
me, do robots believe Do robots even believe in angels?
Do they ever make it
Or
clear
do they
how
take
much of
that
your
out of
past that he knows about?
And they take that away. You know, your soul. When they built you.
I think
much
he
of your
knows
own
basically
past?
as much about it
Tell me.
as you find out
What
through
was
this
it
quest.
like when you died, Jensen?
Because I'm really not sure whether he treats you with such hostility because of his bias against
out.
augments, or because he
they do.
knows what
You-
you are.
You
You
owe
know?
her that much.
Oh,
Well, he
if
clearly has
knows
some
you're the-
idea.
What I've always wondered is
Who
how
did
much
this
of
to
this
you?
does
Guys
Jensen know about?
in
I mean,
suits. One
it's
of them,
never clear
David or Daniel.
how
something like
much
that, British
Jensen
accent.
understood
He
about
was in charge. Talked about
being
Mr.
adopted and everything. I
Mr.
guess that was
Gray.
all news to him.
They were in a
But did he
a
never
hurry.
suspect? Is
4 of them.
all of this a
Not counting the
complete
one they left
revelation?
behind.
to him? 'Cause
Kind
he
of
never
news to
reacts
him,
to it.
maybe, but
Disciplined.
yeah, he
he
never
doesn't
ever
react.
says anything about being
Maybe
adopted.
that metal corpse you call a body will do better than mine did.
What were they looking for?
You robot. They wanted my information on you. Someone.
Part of the problem is that
Yeah,
he
he's
never
colorful.
reacts
Their
to
eyes
any of
on
it
you.
at all.
And is very interested in your.
No,
Yeah,
he
which
doesn't.
is really, really odd for this game when.
Well, I mean,
leave
we've been over this.
But I'll call
You know,
him.
it's
it's
really
about-
weird for this game when Jensen
Those
in other
fucking
places
animals.
has a fully defined character, but in this
I can't
particular
move
instant,
anything.
he doesn't
Turning
seem
around,
to have any
pulling my gun
characterization.
when the first
Yeah, the
bullet
game
hit me.
acts like this is
The second one.
optional. Like you don't react to it
Fucking-
because oh it. You know, maybe
Paralyzed
you
me.
would have missed
sure
this
it's not as
detail,
bad as
but
you think.
you can't miss.
It might
Oh
be a
wait, you
reaction
can
to
miss
the
this.
morphine.
This again
I
is
know
optional.
morphine.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
you can
This
totally
is
miss
side
this.
quest.
also know
It does
So I guess
eventually
that's
shove it
why.
in your face
9mm round fired less than 10 meters
towards the end of
does
the
to
game, but
thoracic vertebrae.
Well, you know,
But yeah,
it would have been way
Need a
less
doctor.
jarring
Fix that.
if you'd had a
I
reaction
can't turn
here
into
and then
no
you dropped it once you get
Even
back
if I
into
could afford the
business.
surgery,
You know, like
the
if you have your
arguments,
what? I'm adopted.
I'd rather
What?
die
Moment,
than
and then
have
it's like,
to-
oh no, I gotta get to
My
business.
Mother
gotta
never
show the
loved
city.
me.
Ain't gonna live the
Yeah.
rest of my life
See,
in a wheelchair.
that would be much less
Shitty
jarring than what
goddamn
is
diaper.
here, which is just,
Listen.
oh, I was adopted.
I know there's still
Nah.
a few more morphine
Let's go eat
shots.
some candy bars and
Another
armpit
two.
fart a couple guards.
Should do the trick.
You have
Please.
gotten him to talk
This is
a
as
lot
close as
more
I'm
than
gonna
I
get
did. I really
begging.
worked on this guy trying to get
Believe
everything
me.
out of him that I could, but I must have taken a wrong turn
You owe
in
me
his dialogue.
that much.
how
or
did
missed
you
an option
screw
'cause-
this up? This was just give
I
him 2
don't know.
morphine shots and then click on every dialogue option.
For some reason, I had it in my head
Why
that
do
he
you
would
hate
only give me
augmentation
one
so much?
answer per
'Cause it
morphine
ain't right.
shot.
You can't.
And I have no explanation
go
for why I
changing
thought
the way
that. Like,
things
did I
are.
not try
You
the
can't
others?
replace
or
You
what?
have
the
failed.
real thing with an
Yeah.
imitation. It ain't right. It ain't.
Oh, hark at Plato here.
It can save your life.
This guy does have a
Yeah,
kind
those
of
things
What
imitation.
gets left behind in the
a
chopping
kind of
block.
interesting
You should know this.
philosophical viewpoint on augmentations. I won't call it an anti-augmentation argument because it's not really anything more than I don't believe that that augmentation is natural and I don't want it. But it does throw some kind of philosophical belief argument into the mix here, which the game kind of lacks, especially for the anti-augmentation side. Aside from ill-defined, augmentation's bad for people.
It has
You
the
know-
shape of a religious belief without naming any specific religion. And
Right.
so it always
Neither
feels
is
a little
suicide.
vague.
Don't
They're
you
talking about
fucking
human
judge me,
purity
robot.
and body purity, but
You don't know what.
you never know where it's
I've been
coming
through.
from.
Come on. This should be easy for you. I
Yeah.
know Sheriff didn't put blades in those.
But
So,
he does
it-
he does have a go at expressing
hedges.
it.
How do you know about my moonlighting as a trim hedger? Or is that hedge trimmer? What the fuck is a trim hedge?
Okay, so here's your
So-
choice. You get to give him a fatal morphine shot or leave him to bleed to death. Calling an ambulance isn't actually a thing that happens.
You can mention calling an ambulance, but Adam
Wait,
never
what
does.
is
Hang
it.
on.
What did the
We gotta
pheromones
release the
do?
pheromones. Which one is it here that pisses
He's an
him off?
alpha.
I think it's pressure.
Well, yeah, but Wait, are you trying to piss him off? Is that what you're doing?
You're a coward.
This works. I did this
Or
before, and it
pathetic
works.
coward.
And if it doesn't work here,
If you want to throw your life
then
away,
the game's
you're
on.
my guest, but I'm not going to throw a cripple down the stairs just because he
Man, I
feels
wish I
sorry
could
for
read.
himself.
You son of a bitch.
He's not gonna throw a cripple down the stairs because he feels sorry for
The
himself.
reason you're lying in a pool of your own blood is because you took the job from Seraph. You dug up the dirt. Live with the consequences of your actions. Live for revenge. Live for the future.
Live
or
with the
for past. I don't give
consequences
a
of
damn
your
what you
actions,
live
he
for.
says to the
That's
guy
kind of
who
insensitive.
died.
Yeah, kind of insensitive to say to a man who's
Shit.
dying of a
Get the
gunshot.
fuck out of my face.
Live with the
I'll
consequences of your actions.
I'll live
Very,
if
very
you use
briefly.
those fucking words.
So
Oh,
we
you
totally
made
That
made it
work?
It worked.
Come on! That's
Pretty-
counterintuitive.
No, but I gotta hand it to that's pretty cool that you can piss him off so much that now he wants to live. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can
if
also
I'm
do
wrong-
it with appeasement, but
Oh,
what-
okay.
What I don't,
I thought
what,
that one
what
was more funny.
what I hate is his arms obviously still work. He you know, he
Richard,
gestures and
I
wiggles
located
them around when
Radford.
he's talking to you.
He was attacked
But
by
your
men in
choice
suits.
is kill
Private
him
security,
yourself
Secret Service types.
with the fatal
I'm going after
morphine
them.
shot,
What about Radford?
or
Did you get anything out of
leave
him?
him to
He didn't
slowly
make it.
die, because you
There
don't
was nothing I could
call
do.
an ambulance
Right,
for him.
I'll call
So
it in.
literally, your
Have any
choice is to let him
EKGs?
slowly
Yeah,
bleed
I'm
to
on my
death
way there
in
now.
agonizing
I'll
pain,
contact you
Wait,
when I-
wait,
or
wait, wait,
murder
wait,
him
wait.
yourself.
He didn't make it. He didn't make it. There was nothing I could do.
What?
What? That's
I like how
exactly
these
what
guys
it
are
said
just
when
all
I
still
did.
standing here. That's weird.
They're waiting
Because he
for him
says
to
he's
wake
gonna
back up.
live.
You know, if you
fuck?
threw a ball at that high speeds at me, I would not be still standing up and folding my arms nonchalantly. I would be KTFO.
But what I really don't like is I saw that whole choice with Radford to be just arbitrarily binary. What I really thought it should offer you is just the chance to go, all right,
Hi guys.
here's the morphine kit. You do whatever you feel you need to do.
So that's
Wow,
why
that gun
explosive
gets the
rounds
job
are
done.
fun.
I would have
Oh
replaced
yeah,
the
I heard
sugar
that.
shot.
The guy
revolver,
said.
shotgun, rocket launcher, shit. I don't know what the fuck gun I'm talking about. Don't judge me.
I think
I know what a gun
this
is.
this is also more hand waving towards the conspiracy stuff that this game doesn't cover anywhere near as much as the original Deus Ex, where there are men in black. They're here. We just killed them, and I don't think they ever show up again. We don't really talk about them. They just showed up.
So wait, are
Yeah,
those men
that's
in black
true.
like the MIB, or are those just men in black suits?
Well, I think they are the MIBs, like from Deus Ex 1. I mean, they have that same look. So if they're not, then they really messed up on their character design to make them look that way.
Access granted.
In a way that would
Well,
lead Deus Ex players
that
to
works.
believe that these were Illuminati, muscle.
My first indication that they're not at least they're not exactly the according to Hoyle Deus Ex MIB, is that when you shot them, they didn't explode.
That's true. Yeah, those guys were friggin' annoying. I think they
So as we
exploded
mentioned-
like an EMP.
This is a follow-up to the Seraph investigation. So we did some more digging into the White Helix Labs. That was
Access granted.
the place that your father or foster father worked at, and apparently got the ability, enough clout and friends in high places to basically wipe out his background and your background. And I guess this is the computer that Brent Radford actually used to send the emails to Seraph, because you find these here, plus one more
So
from
he's
someone else,
Living and working in a shipping container.
from Veronica M.
The gunshot is not the only reason he wanted to die.
Yes. I bet if you looked on his computer, you would find, like, all kinds of downloaded Flash games and unspeakable pornography.
So there was an inexplicable fire at the White Helix Labs, like 30 years ago or something like that. and it seemed really fishy. And he dug up this witness to the whole thing, Michelle Walters, or Walters?
Walther.
Walters. Wow, that's even worse. Who was a nurse who worked at White Helix Labs at the time, and presumably knows more about what happened. So that's what we're going to find now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people still gathered around their knocked out speech giver. I'm sure he's going to get up any moment and continue speechifying. We'll just wait.
At some point, they really got to accept in their own mind that he's not going to get up.
Oh.
And you know, the thing is, and then you just run over him a dozen times while...
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Walked
I
over
can't
a
believe
railing
that.
somehow.
It's amazing.
You know,
That is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Somebody dying because they refused to buy the parachute upgrade.
Ain't that death animation awesome, guys? And the voice acting.
I want to get a whole audience.
The more I hear this death animation, the more it sounds really filthy.
Oh, there's people. They're still waiting around for their speech giver to wait a second.
At some point, they have to, accept that he's just not.
No, Josh, no. The last time you stole my line, I ended up arrested.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't a very good line.
It was a perfect alibi.
No, it was absolutely terrible.
Another one of these
You
apartment
got off!
that you can't get to from the ground floor.
Exactly.
Did I leave my door open?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
How do do people in the Deus Ex universe just accept that they have to occasionally go through the vents to get to their... Oh god, her eyes.
Mrs. Michelle Walters, is it? My name's Adam Jensen.
There's
Hey,
something
where were you?
truly
Why?
wrong with her
I was
eyes.
getting groceries. What took so long? Oh well, the doors were all removed downstairs, so I had to go out through the vents and down the fire escape. And then there were a bunch of dumpsters blocking the alley, so I had to go through the sewer system to get to the grocery store. Oh, that happened to me last week. I hate that.
Wait, is she blind?
When he was a baby.
I forget.
It's
Is she
not
blind?
made. She's
So
senile.
she
She's
wants the photos of you, Adam
minute.
Jensen, when you were a baby, that she gave to the dude that bled to death.
Oh no, wait, she can't be blind. She's wearing glasses. But she looks like she is. Like she's not really looking at you. She's sort of staring off
Yeah.
into space.
Well, I think that ties into the whole senility thing, where I think they're trying to make her not a really reliable historian to give you kind of questions about how much of the conspiracy really happened to you versus how much is just crazy
Well-
old lady doing crazy old lady talk.
Those photos.
It didn't work. It really
No,
doesn't work.
no.
You just accept everything that comes out of her mouth because it all sounds plausible, and you figure the game wouldn't bother giving you only one account from a kind, wise old black lady if it wasn't the actual true account.
If somebody refuted one of her many points, or there was some other information source that just
What are you talking
refuted
about?
one thing that she said, that would produce some very interesting ambiguity.
About the experiment.
Well, yeah, interesting, but I mean, ultimately pointless.
Right, a lot of this is pointless, in that it doesn't tie into the main plot. And I don't know that it needs to. I mean, I appreciated it. I did it on all my playthroughs. It's pretty good stuff, despite the way it fails to impact Adam, which I think that would have been a lot more rewarding if he had
And the thing is,
reacted more
this is
to
pretty
it.
much the end of this arc right here, of the arc of Jensen's
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah, this is your big finale.
So I don't remember what type she is.
And remembering all the details might be hard. But do you think
She's
you can
not
try
your
and
type,
focus
Josh.
for a minute? What did you tell the detective?
If I
Nobody
recall
is my
correctly,
type.
I think Miss Walters likes little Barry Manilow on low volume, some chicken
Alpha,
tikka
Beta, or
masala,
Omega, damn.
and gentle stroking of the hand while whispering into her ear and breathing down her neck.
I think it's charm. I think I remember
And then-
doing charm here.
Yeah. You stroke until she begins to purr, and then, only then,
God. You are the worst person ever since me.